Hubert Senters here. Let's take a look at the YG, and you're sitting there going, the YG? What's the YG? That is mini gold. I'm still getting a ton of questions from folks asking, like, can you really still make decent cash flow or good return, risk-reward ratio trades on the mini gold contract? You definitely can. It's only $3.30 a contract. So in this example, I'm going to show you, this is a hedge fund trading system. And you see where the red dot's here? This tells you it's in a massive downtrend. Then what you want to do is you want to focus on the red dot. The red dot is a short, and then the purple is a trailing stop, and then the green is an exit. Once again, short, trailing stop, exit. I would then go short again, trailing stop, trailing stop, trailing stop, trailing stop, and then exit here on the green dot. And now if I wanted to do a counter trend trade, I could go long that. I won't, right? And I didn't. What I did is I waited for the next signal here, red dot. And now we're short that, since we've got the overall prevailing trend is red dots. The trend, the longer term trend is down. So I want to make sure I go short, cover, short, cover, short, and then cover. So let me show you what that looks like. So from a standpoint of what's going on P&L wise, I'm going to make the chart a little bit bigger here. You can see around the same time that was entered, 1162.60, right? Now, we didn't risk hardly anything on this trade. I think initially we risked like $89, $85 or $89, nothing substantial. And then we scrolled this down here and put it in the profit by a few ticks. And then you can see here as it went lower, 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 that you risked about $85 to make $382. But at one point, the max profit that you had in this trade today was $518 on about an $85 risk. That's not too bad. Now, the cool thing about it is it's still got a short, and it's not time to cover yet. So as you can see here, we are short, no cover, but we do have a trailing stop. I have moved my trailing stop into the profit as opposed to on the upside. In other words, so that I don't lose any money. It's got its trailing stop here. I was just a little bit more aggressive with that. And then we'll see how it gets us out. Now, this is always going to depend on what your risk profile is. I mean, you can do it on a 120-minute chart. Here's a trade, got you in a little bit earlier. The 240 tends to work out for me pretty good, so I use it a lot, the 240 and the 120. 120 would have got you in higher up in this range, and you'd be trailing your stop already, and you'd already be in the money pretty good, so not a bad little trade. You can do it on smaller time frames and stuff, too, and it works on pretty much everything out there because it's a hedge fund trend trading system, and that's what it's developed on. But, yeah, you can make some decent scratch, coin, little cash flow on very small amounts of risk. So talking about a stop loss. So that's how you do it. Good luck. Hope it helps. And I'll see you on the next video.